So people, this is it. The final episode of a FIFA 22 career mode. It has been an absolute blast. We've gone from, I'm pretty sure it was 2,000 subscribers? Maybe 3, maybe 4. My memory's all over the place. But to hit 7.3 going into FIFA 23 sounds just right, doesn't it? Thank you all for that, even you who aren't subscribed, for watching the videos and everything, even though you should be. And I know this is a bit of a long intro, but it's just an appreciation tweet, just appreciation intro. As welcome back, people, to a very eventful as well final episode of this Chelsea career mode here on FIFA 22. And it's not the best that it falls on the 13th episode, but today, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, please make sure you may have watched them or caught up. Of course, I hope you guys have watched them, but it's entirely down to you guys. What matters is you're here on the huge finale day. You can see 2 finals, Everton, Milan, and we are going to be simulating Man United and the derby, the Fulham derby, of course, against Fulham. As if you're not already, subscribe if you're new around here. We'll try and hit as high as possible before FIFA 23. Of course, it's only a few days away. We're all prepped for the first save on that one, as this is absolutely huge. Here we go. We're going to go straight into the 2 games, only playing 2 of them. No one stands in our way, and Everton will start off. Hopefully, we can get a good result. As I built the team beforehand, it's still not completely fit because of the Premier League games and because of the fixture congestion, but the team is as follows. We want at least a double. We want a triple. We've won the Carabao Cup. Here we go. As Mendy is in net over Kepa. We've gone for the strongest player with James, Koulibaly, Silva, Aspie and Chilwell. Dennis Zakaria and Gallagher. Injuries to Kovacic and Kante have been crucial, with Mount just in front, Havertz up front, and Yaki and Aubameyang are both out, and Raheem Sterling. So even though it looks strong, it is highly rotated, as I'm going to rotate Azpilicueta. Dave gets the captaincy, as here we go into the first final against Frank Lampard of all people at Wembley. Here we go. And there's the run to it. They've beaten Birmingham, Reading and Leeds, so no offence to any of them teams, but I think they've had an easier ride than us. Yes, we beat Burnley in the semis, but we had Arsenal, and a tougher one. As Raheem Sterling is top scorer as well, I've learnt, as they've got Pickford in net, Joseba Zaluya, with Ben Godfrey, Alessandro Romagnoli as captain, Jojo Kenny still there, Sigurdsson, Doucouré and Gomez, El Agazi, Rondon and Gray. I think they've strengthened the defence, but it looks like the basic bones of an Everton team. No Calvert-Lewin or anyone. Rondon up front. I mean, I'm speaking badly about him a little bit. We have to perform. Have to make sure we can get it done ourselves, as Rondon tried the pass. Doucouré, it falls to Sigurdsson. That's a ball through to Rondon. And Mendy with a save instantly in this one. Okay, Everton, as I didn't expect them to be, not a pushover, as Thiago Silva tackled by Rondon upfield. That's a good one. Chilwell just to throw it back into Dave. Let's try and actually get his foot on the ball a little bit. What was that? Bit of a horrific start as Kai Havertz. At least we survived. Conor Gallagher through the middle. Mason Mount onto Zakaria real quick. So go through the middle again. Raheem Sterling onto Conor Gallagher. The ball around us into Reece James. Will whip it in. Looking for Sterling. Bit too small to win that one. I'd love him scoring against his teammate for England, Jordan Pickford, as I think. Don't tell me he stayed down. Raheem Sterling injured, and there is literally one man we can turn to. We're going to be playing, hopefully not the Champions League final, hopefully there's a striker back for it. Pedence, who isn't an out-and-out striker, and Kai Havertz, who isn't an out-and-out striker. Attacking midfielders up front. What a risk that needs to happen. Horrific injury for a cup final as well. Hopefully it doesn't stall us in any way. Hopefully we can just keep playing as normal game, as we've passed it straight to them, Zakaria. That's not a great move, as Dave comes across to read that one. Into Ben Chilwell. Now Mason Mount. Daniel Pedence has the move down this wing. Here's Ben Chilwell, tried to cross it, and he's won a penalty off of, I think it's Zaldua, the right back. I don't know how you say his name. Zaldua. That'll do us, as we've got the penalty in the first half. It bounces off Chilwell's thigh onto his arm. And this is a huge chance, of course. No striker on the field, but the man who won us the final in the Champions League final, of course, going bottom left of Pickford's goal. And we have the lead at Wembley in the FA Cup final. It is Kai Havertz. He's missed the finale, as that is a brilliant way to start off today's double-header. Hopefully, we can continue this and win this FA Cup. Keep going as Gallagher gets it straight into Kai Havertz. Oh, sends him right there with a good pass down the line into Conor Gallagher now to run forward with this one. Men in the middle. We'll look for Kai Havertz again. We've got another run on Mason Mount. Where is Podence in all this? As it's gone out to Chilwell, playing well at the start, looking for Havertz. That fell to Podence, but couldn't get there. Very unlucky as now Podence on the ball again. We've got the run-arounders of Mason Mount, as Mason Mount needs to try and get that round him. Just unlucky, but we do get a pass down the line into Podence here. Godfrey with the read. And Zakaria into James, as James through the middle back onto Dennis Zakaria. We do hold this lead, of course, and we just need to keep on going. Looks like we are growing on top in this game as Podence. Chilwell was making the run. That's handball from them, and we'll take the free kick. Can we just pass it short round to Gallagher, who can turn out, try and whip one in. Romanoli in the face, as it's almost half-time in this one, and Doucouré through bodies. Save down low from Edouard Mendy, as it is the penalty that separates us. That's the first quarter of halves that we're playing today, and it's successful so far. Key phrase, so far. We're not done until that trophy is in Azpilicueta's arms, as now Mount will switch that over the top. Frank Lampard probably, I'd say, should be happy with what he's seen from his team. They haven't attacked much, but they've kept us out naturally. It's just a penalty that's unnaturally bounced off the arm of one of their players, which separates us, of course, as Podence keeping hold of this one into Chilwell. 2 goals would be good. Conor Gallagher tried to jump up. Mount easily winning that one. Podence flicking it back out to Chilwell to whip one in towards Mount again. Gallagher sneaking in. Also quite worried with the way this is going as Sigurdsson now into Rondon. And Rondon with a turn! And I have no idea how he's missed that. The Venezuela international. What a miss. Very close. Is it Venezuela? Or is it Ecuador? I don't know. I'm so focused on this match at the moment. As it's through to Kai Havertz. I can see the flag in my head as well. As that's a good ball over the top towards the Portugueser. I know where he's from. The Portuguese Podence cuts inside. Goes for the finesse. Pickford not confident. But it's still kept out. A close one. Everton pulling out all the trunks they can do. It's Allen on, and they've put Thuram on the wing, who's a very good sub for El Ghazi. Surprised he didn't start, as Chilwell over the top looking for Podence again. Will have to be his out and out striker now, of course, for the last little bit of this save as he's running inwards. This is good from the Portuguese man. Passes it straight to Allen though, and we're open to a bit of a counter here. Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. That's a good pass straight through us. Damari Gray to run onto it. Thiago Silva coming across, and it's saved, but I think that might have been a penalty, you know. It was a very dodgy tackle in the midst of that, but it's been let go as Gray manages to keep the ball for Everton. On to Chilwell. We need to make subs very soon as Mount just dribbling with it here. We've got the option at the side of us. Good tackle, Andre Gomez. Luckily, he's not injured as that's been tried to cross. Advantage, it came off Chilwell's arm. Got to keep them out still. As you expect, a bit of late pressure as I'm getting Loftus-Cheek on in the midfield. First time he'll be playing there due to injuries. And Maddison on for Mount, if that can go through. Not changing the back line, but getting some energy in there. As Podence is in a beautiful position. Kai Havertz, always a central player himself, so not a great cross. Let's hope that's the last chance for them, however, as Chilwell with the ball forward, straight into Podence. Podence on that turn. Kai Havertz, can we try and kill this game off with a goal? It's Reece James over the top. James Maddison, Pickford with the save, but it falls to Daniel Podence, who seals the FA Cup, coming to the bridge. It's a brilliant finish from the man who had to come on, the man who has been brilliant since we signed him. We're up there celebrating as the cup is ours. What a finish. What a finish to the game. It's Pickford. He could not keep hold of it. Squirmed out. Hit Godfrey. Very unlucky for Frank's team, who have put everything into it late on, but not enough to seal it out. Chelsea FC will win the FA Cup. Beautiful as Podence Could even get a ball through to Kai Havertz here, who wants a second, but he's just dragged it wide. Unlucky from the German. Still, we're just waiting on this whistle, really. Just one added minute left. It's not time for 2 goals, I don't think, as Havertz even wins the header. Straight down to Podence. Hit it first time, why don't you? Hits Godfrey, I think, on the arm, but the referee might have let it go because there shouldn't be too long left. And in fact, there's nothing at all. I always put my arms in the sky, and you know it's good when I do. Double trouble. Chelsea, FA Cup and domestic champions. And this will be a good moment. The blue ribbon's on instead of the red. Would have been blue anyway with Everton, of course. We're not in our blue kit ourselves, as it's going to be good to see Dave lift this trophy the second time, of course, that we're going to be doing so in this career mode. A very eventful one season, isn't it? As Chelsea FC, courtesy of Havertz and Podence, FA Cup champions. We move on to the big one next, but that's big enough. Or is it? There we go, confirmation if we didn't need it already, because I've just seen them bloody lift the trophy. It'd be harsh if they took it off us. After that, of course, as Manchester United, we're going to put out a strong team as Raheem Sterling. Dislocated shoulder, that's 2 months without him, which is not good. Money from the FA Cup is good, but it's not too much. And I don't think I'm going to be playing an overly stretched team for the 2 league games, because it does look like we've wrapped up top 4 easily. Would like to come 3rd over 4th, but of course, I'd like to win the Champions League with fitter players more than anything. And I know it's Manchester United, but we're going to put quite a weak team out for this one. You can see Podence and Havertz still up front, Zakaria. The top 5 are good, but we've got Fofana, Kilman, Cucurella and Loftus-Cheek. And on the bench, a couple of youngsters, Brookin, Hall and Wallace, will help out the next manager to come in, make it a bit decent for them. Let's see what the simulation will be. Of course, if we get a win, we can change the team completely for Fulham. As we don't, a 3-2 narrow defeat, but of course with a change round team, not the worst. Podence and Sancho in the same minute, Rashford with a brace, and Conor Gallagher getting one at Old Trafford in a tight game. Good for the neutral. Unfortunate, as West Ham also failed to win, and I don't really care who they have, should I say, for their last game of the season. I think I am going to change it completely. This Champions League needs winning, and we need a fit team, as Aubameyang is cleared to train, which I think might just be out of our reach. But I might put him on the bench for the Champions League final. Maybe. As it is a completely changed up lineup for this next one. Really, really rotated, as we're going to have Solonja in goal. Of course, fresh from the MLS. Or not fresh, he's been in the reserves for a year. Loftus-Cheek as captain. Brookin, Kilman, Fofana and Cucurella, Hall, Gallagher and Harvey Vale, with Kai Havertz and Wallace actually starting this one. So you can see very, very rotated. Fulham at home, 16th, maybe trying to survive still, but I'm not even going to check. I'm going to sim it. I want the Champions League game, as we still got the 2-1 win, which is absolutely amazing as well. They've got to be ashamed of themselves. Gallagher with 2-2. Of course, he probably will be playing the Champions League with the way the team is. Cantero thought he'd got a leveller. And young John Hall, the central midfielder, with 1 minute to go. As now it's just down to this long road of simulation. Hopefully players returning from injury. I'd love any sign of a player returning that could grab themselves a place on the bench, because I'll show you in a second how the bench looks. And of course the starting lineup, which I've already made. Youth players terminating the contract. Okay, I'm not going to be a manager anymore, as it's a fully fit team. Gamble paid off big time, as the Champions League final against AC Milan's lineup here for the Blues. Mendy in goal. We've got Reece James, Khalid Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, David Aspilicueta, as I like to call him, but it of course is Cesar, with Ben Chilwell at left wing back, Dennis Zakaria and Conor Gallagher sit in the midfield with Mason Mount just in front, Kai Havertz, the scorer of the penalty in the FA Cup, alongside Podence, the scorer of course, the second and the sealer. As on the bench, we've got Aubameyang returning from injury, not fully fit to start the game, as we've got Hall, who's earned himself a place on the bench from that late goal. We had an extra option, so we're going to put him there. Loftus-Cheek, James Maddison, Mark Cucurella, Wesley Fofana, who hasn't been able to break through into the squad just yet, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Doubt he'll come on, as hopefully we can win the Champions League. And Milan have got their, I don't know what kind of kit it is, a third kit, third strip, special strip. As their team, I'm going to wait to rotate. Ibrahimovic on the bench. We had these in the group stage, of course. Maigan, Mazraoui, Tomori, Kayer, Balotore, Rebic, Kessié, Benassia, Selemakers, Brahim Diaz, and Rafael Leao is the out-and-out striker. Scored against us before. Gotta watch them. Gotta beat them. What an absolutely huge game as Benassia, it's chipped over the top into Ante Rebic, onto Balotore. Conor Gallagher trying to step in a little bit there as Franck Kessié from range. Thiago Silva with the block. Reece James with that header down into Kai Havertz. And Conor Gallagher trying to get the return into him. Unfortunately, couldn't. As Rafael Leao's pass is blocked. Thiago Silva to run this forward. Cuts back a little bit. Gives it round the corner into Chilwell. Now Daniel Podence. That's a good ball into Chilwell again. Kai Havertz over the top. Oh no, it's Mason Mount. Money Mason, the Champions League final. And Matt Maigan with an amazing stop. Really, really good one. As now Podence through this gap right here. He's going to keep on going with it. As Podence tried to pass it into Benassia now. Tomori to run forward. They've got it down the line into Ante Rebic. Khalid Koulibaly with the block, but he's flung up in the air a little bit. Hopefully he gets up as he does. Rebic's pass is blocked by Reece James. Conor Gallagher straight through the middle onto Podence. Podence to get running. And he's actually through the back line here. Daniel Podence can try and dip that in towards Kai Havertz. He's missed by the goalkeeper and Kai. What a chance. Again, we're very unfortunate as Brahim Diaz plays that one out wide into Balotore. A bit of a confusing time at the back right there. I mean, both teams, I think, are a little bit confused in their own boxes. But Champions League final, of course, there's going to be pressure there as Conor Gallagher to take the pressure off us here with a good pass into Aspilicueta. Don't even know what I just said. Don't even ask. As Chilwell with the ball out wide. He passes it into Denis Zakaria, who doesn't score, of course. Tried it and he's won a corner. Wasn't a great hit, but a corner ball. And we'll aim back post where him and Thiago Silva are lurking. But Maigan with the catch. He's in fact got a huge upgrade going into FIFA 23 on his rating. There's Reece James with a read right there. Mendy. That's a brilliant ball. That is an absolutely brilliant ball with the pressure everyone was under. As it's on to Mason Mount here. And this can get us away a little bit. Money Mace out to Podence. Podence is going to try and cut back with this one. On to Mount. Tries to shove his man off a little bit. Chilwell. Chilwell tried to send his man. It's a tight game. A tight game for sure. As Leao on to Rebic and Mendy. First time he has been utilised in this game. And it's a big save from Edouard. As a corner ball is going to come in from Benassia. Gotta be on top. Koulibaly with the easy header away. And Mason Mount can dribble this away as he cuts back. It's a good cutback as well. Through onto Podence. Squeezes away. Kai Havertz is in front and we can squeeze that straight through to him. Kai Havertz. Maigan wasn't sure on it, but he saved it. It's turning into a bit of a back and forth game at the end right there. But half time. It's a stalemate this time. 0-0. Got to keep pushing and be wary at the back. Let's keep on top of things as Gallagher into Kai Havertz. Now into Gallagher again. We're going to get off the mark in this second half. I feel it. Come on. We've just got to pass right. Podence. Chilwell will be out there somewhere as Kai Havertz I see lurking towards the back stick. Try and cross it. It's come off Mazraoui. It's a corner ball. That's a bright start. And we're going to whip it in towards the back post. Koulibaly's there sneaking around. He does not win it. Selemakers straight out to Chilwell. Promising start right here. There's a man down. But we could maybe hit Kai Havertz here with a long ball as we go for it. Saved. It's in fact the ex-Chelsea man Fikayo Tomori who's picked up the injury and has to be subbed off for Calabria. Very, very harsh. Wish him a speedy recovery, of course. Chelsea through and through, really. There's Reece James into Koulibaly with that throw-in. Rebuild from the back. Almost an hour gone here. Don't really have options on the bench. Maddison. Aubameyang, of course, is there, but a not fully fit Aubameyang. And I don't really know who I take off as, whoa. Tripping Mason Mount over in the middle right there as Chilwell on the run. Into Podence. Maybe he comes off, but that's a good ball from him. Chilwell meant to aim for. Kai Havertz is in there. Balotore with the header away. Chilwell putting pressure on Mazraoui. Forcing it towards Podence, who's going to put up a fight and win the ball, but lose it again. It's a big grudge match, this one, as Reece James with the pass into Conor Gallagher Turns back, tries to get the pass off. Leao with the read. Koulibaly coming across. It's through the middle onto Brahim Diaz. And Mendy had to be on form to save that one, as I think I will make that change. Aubameyang for Pedence. Really rate the Portuguese. But Aubameyang, I've got to give him faith. I've got to give him faith. 20 minutes to go. It's his time to shine. Nothing separating the teams at the moment. Can even defend. As they've in fact took Brahim Diaz off of the field. As Zakaria with the tackle. Gallagher with the turn out. Straight onto Kai Havertz here. And Aubameyang trying to run in behind. He's actually in behind. It's a brilliant ball over the top. Kayer is not close enough. Aubameyang puts it across the box towards Mount. Maigan with the save. And Havertz literally anywhere but there. A poor shot which hurts because there's not long left. Thiago Silva now into Mount, who can't turn away. Tackled onto Leao, but Dave coming back and doing his defensive duties. I've actually swapped Dave and Koulibaly around for this game. Hasn't affected things. Just thought I'd try it. Even though it's the Champions League final. As Chilwell to hammer this one across into Reece James. We've got Kai Havertz running in front. James oversteps it. It's literally just a game of us almost creating something, but then an interception in there somewhere. Also good to see Thiago Silva playing his former team as well as he comes towards the twilight. I think it's past the twilight of his career. As Simon Kayer, the hero, of course, making an interception right there. Makers. Leao's got players in front of him, but he's overpassed that. As Gallagher, we've got men in front of us. Into Reece James, very late on in this game now. Finds Mount, round the corner. Kai Havertz with an angle to shoot at. Maigan with the save, and it's come off of him dodgily. A big chance. Possibly the last chance of the game as well. Well, the 90 minutes of the game, of course. There's got to be a winner. Gallagher to intercept that one onto Havertz. Aubameyang, Mount making the running behind. He might beat Kayer to it. Mason Mount with a shot, an open net. Oh, and they've managed to get it away. What a chance. What a chance, and we haven't taken it. Hey ho. Extra time. And going into this second half, a substitution is made. We've got James Maddison on for Money Mace. Unfortunately, his game's over, but he's played the full 90. He's just not going to play this extra as Balotore. Pressure on Koulibaly, who wins the goal kick, should I say. Look at me, trying to combine both together as Conor Gallagher. We'll try and switch this ball across into Chilwell. Chests that down perfectly and needs a bit of support. Aubameyang's up here with him. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang finds Maddison. Now into Gallagher. That's a good switch across the field. First time ball in. Kai Havertz! Should have done better. Definitely reckon he could have, as I think Aubameyang's just stayed down after jumping up for the ball, which is really not a good sign. I think he's back up. Okay, we're going to carry on with it. I am not going to pause the game because it'll make me take him off, I think. As now Krunic with the ball forward. They're looking for something at the end of this first half of extra time. Cleared by Chilwell. And at the moment, there's literally nothing separating us two. I hate to think penalties. Much as you guys might find it entertaining, and it is. It is. I really dread it. I do. As Kessié on a turn in the middle. Onto Krunic. Leao, I'd rather go to penalties than losing extra time as Rafael Leao does what he did in the group stage. He scores against us here in the Champions League final. Get Ruben on, he's more attacking. 1-0 down. We could be going out. We could be going out. It's a good bit of passing right there. A turn out. And blasted top bins. I can't believe it. As that was it for the end of the first half. We're dominating the game. We just need a goal. We just need a goal now. Need a goal. First Grimsby lose today. Now this. Of course, yes, we won the FA Cup. But this is the bigger one. No offence to the English domestic trophies, but I'd rather have this than the other two. As the ball straight out of play. Reece James will throw this one back into Khalid Koulibaly. This is what Tuchel, of course, won himself. We want to one-up Tuchel with the triple and the Champions League as well, as Chilwell cutting inside, looking for a ball towards Maddison. Handled by Maddison. Really got to push every single player forward now as Florenzi skipped past us. Good player, of course. I remember him from his Roma days and the versatility he has. As Koulibaly's overstepped it, that's very poor, especially at the time of the game, as Krunic trying to chip it over Ruben, succeeding. Mazraoui. They're going to let the clock go down. You just know it. Sandro Tonali round the corner into Kessié. Now on to Tonali again. That's handball from James. And that's the game stopped. I mean, come on. I'm going to keep you guys with me till the final whistle. Thiago Silva in the way. Selemaker's in the way. Kayer trying to turn into Leao. Havertz. Get rid of this ball, boys. We need to go to the other side of the field quick as it's through to Frank Kessié. Mendy with a save. Koulibaly with a block. Havertz tries to block it back to Krunic. Blocked again. Have we got time? Azpilicueta passes it into Gallagher over the top. Here's James Maddison. He's through one-on-one with Mike Migan to send it to penalties. Oh my days. What an ending to this Champions League semi-final. Look at that. I didn't even remind you of the top. Champions League, Chelsea. The 120th minute. A goal in added time of both halves of extra time, sending the game to penalties. Can you believe this? What a way to finish FIFA 22. Of course, it all matters on the penalties, as there's the final whistle. We go to the spot kicks. Here we go. We have to win it. I'm not going to change anything who's taken. We're going to go with it. Mike Migan's a good goalkeeper. Mendy's better, I trust, as Aubameyang first up. Aubameyang scores. Second penalty as well for Frank Kessié. A good spot kick taker. But it's off the post in the Champions League final. And now Kai Havertz. I'm going to try and replicate the side he went to, but I'm going to go top corner. Kai to put us 2-1 up. It's saved by Migan. A very good save. Now Florenzi against Mendy. He's going left. No, he's not. He's going right. He's going right. James Maddison. Copy. Aubameyang scored the goal. Doesn't score the penalty. Advantage Milan. Advantage Milan. Krunic. Oh, what a save from Mendy. I thought that I'd got past him, you know. As Azpilicueta now. I'm thinking down the middle, you know. I'm thinking down the middle, but I'm going to go to this top left corner. Not the top left corner, but it's in. Now our advantage. Ante Rebic is going left. He's saving it, is Mendy. Big advantage. We can score to win the Champions League, and it's down to Conor Gallagher, a youth prospect. Absolute. No, that's too much power. That is way too much power. What am I doing? It's down to Mendy now against the scorer Rafael Leao. He's going to go to the right, and he's going to hit the crossbar. Chelsea Football Club have done the triple. The Champions League final is won on penalties. The man who scored in the game, scored in the group stages against us, misses his penalty kick off the wrong side of the crossbar. And we've got his hands on it. Absolutely brilliant. The strings are on the trophy. More blue ribbons. Kings of the knockouts in a classic Champions League final. One definitely to go down in history. Of course, the channel history. Not to link it back to the channel, but the final episode of FIFA 22, completing the treble with Chelsea, which we didn't do before, of course, but we are here. Azpilicueta again, lifting another one, like real life, like that FA Cup game. Absolutely brilliant from the boys. What a save to end us off with. We could do the roundup for the squad, but I don't really see a point when it's only a one-season save thing and we're not going into another save. We don't need to compare players. So as this trophy lift goes around, I'm going to sum up this episode. Thank you so much. Not going to zoom in on anything, of course. Might hear the music kicking in. Thank you guys for watching the FIFA 22 career modes. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Of course, we're going into FIFA 23 very shortly. On my birthday, the 27th, it comes out. Big save to start us off with. A huge save, which I can't wait for. But yeah, thank you all for the support throughout this year, throughout the whole entirety of the channel. I can't get it into words. Like, comment, share and subscribe though if you're excited for more. Thank you very much. And I will see you all very shortly. Take a little break till FIFA 23 and we go bigger and better. Peace, guys.